Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. So we're just gonna take a quick look at Nasdaq and, as usual, see what we can expect for the week ahead. So it is a new month, or will be a new month tomorrow. So as we can see, for the last 2 months, or last month actually, we can see that Nasdaq has pushed higher, but then sellers came in and were mostly in control for that month, judging by this long week. All right, so if we do continue heading towards the downside, the lowest I would expect Nasdaq to push is beyond, not beyond, to this point right here. All right, so if Nasdaq decides to push lower to that level, I would then shift my focus for further upside movements. Okay, but if Nasdaq breaks this price structure, I would focus on sales. Okay, but for now I'll still be looking for longs on lower time frames, because this obviously is a monthly time frame, so it would take months before we get there. Okay, so let's shift down to the weekly time frame and see what the weekly time frame has in store for us. This thing taking so long. Right, there we go. So yeah, as you can also see in the weekly, we have strong sellers that are definitely in the market, and they would be looking to push price further towards the downside. Okay, to which level we don't know. We could just use the structures to our left to more or less identify where price might be heading to. Okay, but as you can see on the weekly time frame, price has respected this order block right here. Okay, you can see that no weekly candle has closed right below this level. So what that indicates to me is that this range right here has strong liquidity, and what we could possibly expect is price wanting to reach here again and then head towards the upside. All right, because judging by this, we had, since the weekly, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, yeah, 8 weeks that price has tried to break this level but could not, and so now we're approaching it once again. But let's head down to the daily time frame and see if we can just redefine that. Okay, on the daily, I'm just gonna define this, move it down. Yeah, so we are at a structure at this, not at this moment, but we are close to it. So like I said, I'll be focusing on this zone right here to further price for longs. Okay, but if you, I think you can use trend line, I'm not sure. If you do use trend line, you can focus on maybe something like this, right, and then wait for the third touch to head towards the upside. Okay, but that's only if you trade that way. Let's head down to the 4-hour. Let's see. Yeah, so as you can see on the 4-hour, price is giving us nice structures, right? Let me just see if I can just define this right here. Okay, just gonna move this because this was the last order block we had where liquidity lies. So as you can see, this last down candle here, price broke out, came back for a retest again and again, price pushed back, and came back to retest it again. Okay, however, we do have this last low that price took out right here. Okay, which obviously states to me that there was sell side liquidity right below this lows, and that's where we reached into the order block, and then price had made an upside movement. But as we head lower, we can see, or we would probably see, a nice clear market structure and what price might be giving us. Okay, so yeah, this is on the 1 hour. As we can see, we are still in a strong sell momentum. Okay, so what price needs to do, price needs to take out probably this high, or if you go to the 15-minute and find another lower high that price needs to take out, you can then focus your shift to head towards the upside. Okay, but this is the 1 hour time frame, so we need price to take out this high for further longs. But like I said, if you go to the 15-minute, you would see clear price structure. Okay, because you can see that price has taken out this last high right here, taken out this high. If you look to the left, price is also taken out this high right here. Okay, and price has taken out this high. So now we can shift our focus to this high right here. So what we could expect for further longs, the price to break this high, retest it, then head towards the upside. Or if price continues lower, okay, you could then wait for a market shift for price to break a high. Okay, and then once price breaks a lower high, you could then shift your focus for longs. Okay, that's one way you can do it. Obviously, if you wanna get the lows right here at the bottom, we need to see what price has been giving us. Okay, we could see with this last down close candle right here, price has broken up, retested, came back again, broken up, retest once again, and broken up. So this also states to me that that is an important order block that we could focus on if price heads towards the side. That would probably be my idea. Okay, since this level here is the 4 hour order block that we focused on. Let me just change this color to red. Yeah, that's the 4 hour that we retested. Okay, so if price pushes lower, this would be my focus point for further longs. But if you don't want to enter here, you could do like I initially said. You could wait for price to break this high, or wait for price to push lower to a support level, and then wait for it to break a short-term high, and then after that you could wait for a retest of that high. Okay, that it broke, and then you could further your longs whichever way price heads to. Okay, so that's just what I'll be focusing on Nasdaq. Let me see if I didn't miss anything on lower time frames, higher time frames. No, that's it for now. But obviously we can't ignore that this monthly level. We just head down to the monthly. This level right here, when we look on the daily time frame, we could see that there's also a gap that price needs to fill, which is this candle's high right here and this candle's low. Okay, so from that there is a gap that price needs to fill, which is this region right here. Okay, yeah, like that. So that's also more confluence, and it lines up with the monthly order block that we have here. So we're not sure if price is going to head towards this zone, but obviously if it does, like I said, I'll shift my focus from here to buy NAS. Okay, am I missing anything? Let's just see what we do. We have another gap right here. Okay, this candle's high, that candle's low. You can see there's a gap there. Price needs to fill. So these are long-term moves. Okay, so then obviously we would look for sales towards that level, but you need to wait for price to break a short-term low on lower time frames, or whichever time frame you focus on. Okay, and then you could look for sales towards these zones and then take your buys. Okay, so that's my focus on NAS. Wait, I don't think I'm missing anything before I stop this video. Let me see. Yeah, so it's also another gap that price needs to fill right here. Okay, right there. So we'll be looking, you could look for sales in the zone and then wait for a retest of a high. Alright, so there are a lot of options, but focus on the best one and make the most of it. Alright, yeah, I think that's about it. So, oh yeah, I almost forgot, for those that uses trend lines, you could have that right there. Okay, as your for a sell, obviously, because you could see that we have a first touch right here, a second touch. Okay, and then you could wait for a third touch to see what you get here for selling opportunities. All right, but if price breaks that, as usual, you do know you always wait for a retest when a trend line is broken. All right, then you would want to look for entries right here for further upside. All right, so those are the options that you could look at. Until then, I hope this video was informative, and yeah, have a good week, guys. Stay blessed, and remember, always use a stop loss. We are traders, we do not gamble. But yeah, until the next video, guys, have a good week, good luck, and good trading. Cheers.